Hold on. Hold on. Let's do the official intro, and then you guys can erupt. He is a founding member of one of the biggest pop bands of all time. His critically acclaimed solo album, Schizophrenic, is bound to drive you crazy. Chasez is definitely in sync. Please welcome Chasez. What's up, What's cool, man?
I gotta introduce you to Angie.
Hey, honey. I thought we used to hug you now.
I know! Come here. So,
Do you remember that from the plane?
Oh, no, it was, well, it was funny, man. I was walking through the airport, and I'm sitting down about to eat. I have, like, this sandwich, like, I have a mouthful of food, and she comes up, and she goes, my name is Angie, and you know me, but... I was just kind of sitting there eating, and she's like, so, how do you feel about it? And I was kind of like, and she goes, yeah. So she went on for about 5 minutes. I was like, okay, well, it was nice. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
We barged in on her at home. I think she was a little surprised. So here's Chasez. I know that you're very nervous, but if you wanted to say one thing to him, this is probably your chance. So go ahead. I love you. That's good. That's a good thing to say.
No, I really love the music. I love how you perform and everything. Like something about you. So pretty.
And you think he's cute.
Oh, besides, everybody knows that.
Well, relax. Thanks for being here. Let's grab a seat.
These are the best pillows ever, by the way. I use these pillows on the airplane.
Do you know what? Yeah. These remind you of anything?
I have these pillows. I've traveled with this pillow on the airplane. It is the best pillow.
They remind me of a female body part.
Okay.
Sorry. What? Sorry. What?
The hair.
Sometimes I don't think sometimes before I speak. I saw the Richard Marx thing when we came back from commercial.
Ah.
Right here waiting for you.
Yeah,
Richard Marx. One of the great. Where's that song? One of the greatest songs. All right. The reason I love. First of all, I love Richard Marx. Yeah. Okay. Well, hello.
Yes.
When I first, I think it was my first concert ever at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. I don't know if you saw this, but he came out from underneath the stage with the piano singing that song. It was a moment I'll never forget.
I mean, that's almost like the way the video is as well, you know.
So how'd the audition work for you with that song?
You know what? It was my first audition ever that I went on my whole life. It was just an ad that I read in the paper, and my mom was like, you want to go to school or you want to go to an audition today? And I was like, okay, let me think about that one. So I went to the audition. The guy, Matt Casella was the casting agent for the entire Mickey Mouse Club, came up to me and was like, can you sing? I was like, I don't know, I guess so, And he's like, well, sing a song that you heard on the radio, on the way here. So I sang that song. And
Wherever you go.
Yeah, nailed it. And, he put a little check next to it. Wherever you go. Whatever, put like a little check next to the paper and was like, and then he kind of like moved along, and 8 hours later, I'm in the final 12 from Washington D.C.
And it just snowballs from that point.
Snowballs to that, to, hello Mickey Mouse Club, and then hello NSYNC.
Yeah.
So.
And Justin, obviously the first to break away and start doing the solo stuff. Yeah. Now, everything I'm reading, just the great reviews about your album.
They've been really nice to me, man, and I put a lot of hard work into it, so I'm thankful that people appreciate it. So.
Let me ask, is there any sort of competition that you feel because he broke away and did that and had huge success, and now you're doing it?
Everybody says that Justin was the first one to break away. Actually, when it all boils down to it, I would say Joey and Lance were probably the first two to break away. We've all been doing individual projects, and Lance, did movies, and Joey's done movies in Broadway, and those guys were doing it while we were still, out on tour. So, I mean, Justin was the first one to do anything musical, like a record and everything like that. But, when it was time for him to do it. When he did it, that's when he was ready. I did my record when I was ready. I took some time off. I spent time with my friends that I didn't get to spend time with while I was touring and things like that. And I just had to get back to me first. And then when I was ready to make a record, I made a record.
Is there going to be an NSYNC reunion?
Of course. Everybody's...
One of the most anticipated reunions ever.
We're great friends. We're friends. We're a group. We'll always be around. And, it's just a matter of, like, when it happens, it happens. But it will happen. So people don't even need to worry about that.
So it's going to happen. I want to grab one of these reviews that I read about the Schizophrenic CD. It says, after Justin Timberlake actually became sort of cool, Maybe you thought the odds were low that another NSYNC member might do the same thing. Think again. Now, what do you think when you read something like that? This is from Rolling Stone. By the way, they gave you 4 stars.
Yeah, that's cool. At the end of the day, you know, I'm thankful that they gave me a decent write-up. You know, but it's all opinions. The biggest opinion out there is the mass public. You know, do they buy the record? The people who buy the record. You know, there's only, you know, X amount of you know, critics that write articles, you know what I mean? But the people are the ones who are going to decide, you know, whether your record is a success or not. And the best part about doing this record is I'm lucky enough that I've had commercial success in the past, you know, with the group and everything. So when I made this record, I didn't think in terms of you know, trying to sell, you know, a bajillion records. I just wanted to make a record that I was happy with and that I felt creative about and that I felt... I don't know, I just wanted to make a record for myself and something.
And this is a very
it was very fulfilling.
Record,
it was a very fulfilling record, and the record's a blast. It doesn't, you know what I mean? I got to do so many different styles of music because that's what I was in the mood to do. I got to explore music. I didn't get pigeonholed, you know, I didn't pigeonhole myself. And,
did you want to make an aggressive, a strong statement with the album? Because it's relatively explicit sexually.
Know, it's funny, you know, people will say, you're thinking about this and you're thinking about that. You know what? You know, there's a lot of songs that don't talk about it too, but it seems like everybody gravitates towards those, and that's fine. Who cares? You know what I mean? We all deal. You know, everybody in this entire world deals with sex in one way, shape, or form or another. Whether you know what though, it's whether it's a person that has to practice abstinence. It's an actual. It's a duty to practice abstinence.
Or a person has to practice sex.
You know, or a person you need practice.
You know,
but
it could be a duty.
But everybody deals with the issue. Everybody deals with the subject. I had a little bit of fun with it, and you know what I mean. And hopefully other people will dig it. So.
Well, the song "All Day Long I Dream About Sex." He says, "All day long I dream about sex, and all night long I think about sex." What do you think?
Do you?
Well, no, I was just going to ask the question. What are you thinking about right now?
I'm thinking about the record today. You know, I mean, it's a big day in my life. I'm thinking about, you know, are people going out to the stores, and if they got this record, you know, are they enjoying it? You know, I want everybody to enjoy the record. You know what I mean? I don't want them to spend their, you know, their $17 and get a crap record. I want them to spend their $17 and be happy with the product they got. You know. So.
Well, the songs are catching on so quickly. You know, people singing this song before we started the show. Let's take a break. Come back with JC. Can we do that? Take a break, JC.
We're going to talk about the comparison with Prince, too, in a second. And Alicia Cuthbert from 24, all grown up, and tells us about her sexy new film role in The Girl Next Door. Back live on air. Hang on.